Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. My name is Greg. I'm going to be your internet pilot, purveyor of internet piloting on this here Monday night, June 3rd, year of our Lord 2024. Welcome to the channel. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, thumbs up, hit the bell, leave a comment, super chat away, and become a member. Become part of the aviation nation, the all about aviation family. So the BAE-146 today had a pretty big update. I'm not really sure what they could change. I tried finding it online, but we're just going to fly this plane anyways. I found a few features that I didn't see last time. So we're going to fly that. Now we're flying from Bologna, Italy to Sofia, Bulgaria. Now this is a real Buzz Airlines flight. It actually is this flight right here. Now, this flight's a 737. I think it was a 737-800, but I didn't see any BAE-146s. I don't believe they fly that airplane anymore. So we're going to just pretend that, this flight still exists. So we're going to get ready and jump in. Now, I'm not going to do it at the same times as that is. I don't really want to fly in the pitch black. I'd rather look at the ground, and we'll probably fly somewhat close to the ground. Some of this flight needs to be closer to 15,000 feet. There are some parts of I'm not really sure what country that is. There's some parts of, let's see what country this is. Sarajevo. Yeah, there's some parts, is that Croatia? Oh, Bosnia. So there's some parts where we need to be above 11,000 feet. So but we're gonna try to fly as close to the ground. I think we're gonna do it. Hey, what's up, Jake? So anyway, so this is the flight that we're gonna be working off of tonight. Like I said, it's not a real 146 flight, but we're just gonna pretend that this was a because they don't fly this airplane anymore. But it had a pretty big update today. So, and like I said, it just had a big update like a month ago. So I don't really know what else they could change. They did change a few things. How do I get back? Let me make it bright outside. There is a few things that they changed. What's up, guys? I'm doing all right. I don't usually stream on Mondays. I was a little bored. So I was like, well, let me jump in this plane and do some things. So one of the biggest things I noticed is, so this whole area back here, you can actually control all the lights now for that whole area back here. Once I get the airplane on, we'll come back and play with some of the lights and show you. You can also ding the cockpit and everything from here. There's a radio where we can play music now. And then we can also open the door from back here. Plus, we can make coffee. Oh, yeah, that's cool, man. A parade of planets. That's awesome. We can also brew coffee back here now, too. Hot water or coffee. So, but the light thing is pretty cool. You can actually, like, adjust, like, the lights on the side here and up top and all that. So, it could be 6 planets. I mean, that kind of stuff has happened before. All right, let's get this checklist out. Boy, this thing is tough to read. Jesus Christ. We might use the other checklist. All right, so they do have a checklist here. You can use it if you want to. I'm going to stick with this one because it's much easier to read this one. So let's go ahead and pull our flight information in and get the ground power connected. So let's go to aircraft. Let's go to ground power. Let's pull our flight in. All right. And we can put the stairs down. Oh, shit. There's no sound coming from the airplane yet. Sorry about that. My bad. Yeah, import from SimBrief. Let's put the stairs down. Yeah, there's some new sounds now. That's pretty cool. Let me turn the volume up on here. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear my voice as good, but I think it's more important to hear the plane than my voice sometimes. Alright, let's adjust this. So landing gear is good. Weather radar, I guess we can tick it as we go down. Alright, weather radar, let's turn this to 15. Alright, it's off. Transponder is back yonder. Let's put that on standby. Alright, it's already on standby. Alright, flaps are up. Brakes on. Let's go ahead and get the non-smoking sign on. That's back here. Battery's not on yet, but this will come on when we turn the battery on. So non-smoking and nav high int. We got the battery switches right here. And then the ground power's right here. Alright, let's get the glare shield lights. Those lights. These lights. Yeah, let me show you the lights back here. Let me make it dark and I'll show you what I'm talking about with these lights. It's pretty wild, man, how you can control all this stuff now. Hey, what up, cowboy? I wasn't going to do anything tonight, but this update just came out and I wanted to see some of the new shit that it's got. So, alright, that's pretty dark. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Alright, so that's the light switch for here. Now we have... Let me see what these light switches are. Oh, front entry, rear entry. Alright. Alright, so the rear entry is now lit up. That's pretty cool. Let's see what these lights do. Oh, hey, look at that. That's pretty cool. You can control the lights. Other lights. I think these are bathroom lights here. Alright, we got the windowsill lights. And then... those are the bathroom lights. Oh, yeah, one is one side, one is the other side. That's right. Very cool, man. I like how you can, like, play with all the lights. Alright, and then these pull out, but I didn't see it do anything. Those are for the bathroom, but I didn't notice anything. We can also make coffee now. You can turn this on. We can brew coffee now. And then we do have a radio as well, where we can turn on some music. Some scenery? Yeah, I might. I might. I've never really been a big fan of the, like, buying the scenery stuff, but I might do it. If there's something that kind of catches my eye. Alright, man. You can bossa nova your way to your seat, bitch. Alright, very cool. Take your seats, we getting ready to leave. I think it goes through all the channels, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's get the rest of the airplane turned on. That's interesting. I don't really think the volume does much. Trying to look at the audio on OBS to see if this... Alright, we'll leave it there, I guess. Oh, let's turn it down a little bit more. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's finish getting set up. We got Charles next to us. That's his middle name. His first name is Giga. His last name is Chad. So, we got Giga Charles Chad sitting next to us. Right, buddy? Alright, battery 1 and 2 are on. Park and brake is yellow and then park. Where's it at? Up here. Yep. Yellow and then park. It's also down here too, you can see it. Alright, let's turn on all the master switches. Alright, ground ignition is fine. Let's turn on the anti-skid. Lift spoilers yellow and green. Very good. Alright, DC bus, AC and DC bus ties, those are right here. Arm to standby inverter. Arm to standby generator. Generators 1 and 4 are off. Galley and shed lights on. Alright, that's it for now. Let's get the flight plan set, and then we'll come back and finish getting everything else set up. I don't want to turn the APU on just yet. Let's turn this off for now. Oh no shit, I can hear like sounds like flight attendants and shit, like moving like stuff. It's pretty cool. Oh, it's the coffee brewing. That's cool. Alright, let's get the flight plan set. This flight management system's a bit of a pain in the ass. I think it was a nice effort with this thing, but it's a pain to well, it's not too bad, I guess. I shouldn't complain. Alright, let me see what runway I'm going to be offered for takeoff. I want runway 30, so let's see what they're going to give us. So runway 30 would be... So I want to say, let's see what takeoff to the north says.
Bologna ground RYS 5549er with whiskey request taxi for takeoff north departure.
RYS 5549er taxi to
You
and hold
bitch.
short of runway 12 via taxiway Tango Alpha. Contact tower on 120.1 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 12 using taxiway Tango Alpha RYS 5549er.
Alright, let me change the flight plan real quick. Hang on a second. Let me go into Sim Brief and change it so I can re-upload it to the system here. Alright, let's see here. Runway 12. Yep, new SIDS and stars. Generate flight. Alright, very good. Now let me pull it into Navigraph. Unload. Import flight. Import from SimBrief. Download. Now I'm using an old air rack for this. I'm using the air rack from February 2023. Because I believe that's what this one uses. See, it says here 23 February 26. So it looks like it uses the one from then, so that's why I'm doing that. Alright, let me come up here. Let me re-import the flight plan. Alright, refresh. Yep. Alright, that's good. Let's go ahead and put our flight plan in now. Now, if the ATC voices start getting too annoying, I'm going to turn the volume down, but right now they're okay. They're not doing a whole lot. Alright, so flight plan. So the first thing we got to do is put in our airport. So this is a very interesting flight management computer. if you've ever played Aerofly Mobile, this system is very similar to what's in the Learjet, the Dash Q8-400, and the 737 they have. So it's a very similar system. All right, so LIPE is our departure. Click accept. All right, so we're going to click on LIPE. We have this little M up here. That means we can now click on menu. And in the blue, I don't think we can click on, but the white we can. So let's go depart. Now we have 1 and 2, so we're going to type in the actual number. So 1, hit enter. And we are doing Luma 7X. So number 4. And now let's go to flight plan. So there's our departure. Let's click the next button. Let's click up here to get an empty space, and we're going to plug in our next waypoint. So that would be CHI. Now, I don't think we can do an airway. Let me see here. Well, let's see here. Load ATC route. Okay. Menu. Yeah, I don't think we can do an airway. No. Alright. So, alright, so let's type in CHI. Enter. And I believe that's correct. Let me look at the coordinates. Let's see here. CHI is north 45 for... Yep, that's correct. So let's click accept. And now from CHI, we are going to LABIN. So LABIN. Hit enter. Accept. Then we are going to ELTIB. Enter. Then we have MITNO. MITNO. Hit enter. And we have one more waypoint before our arrival. So RAMAP. Alright, enter. And now we're going to plug in our airport. So that's LBSF. Hit enter. Alright, now let's go back up here. Let's click on menu because we have that little M right here. We're going to do arrive. We're doing runway 27. So that's number 2. Enter. Our star is NISV 3K, number 5. And we are doing ILS, I think it's Z, let me see. Yeah, ILSZ 27. So number 3, hit enter. And our transition is I don't think we have any of those. Let me see here. Alright, number 2. So bag bit. Alright, number 2. Oh, sorry, we gotta click on 2. 2 and enter. And flight plan. Alright, our whole flight plan is now entered. Everything is in. So that's how you enter the flight plan in this system here. So let's go to fuel, and we got, oh yeah, we haven't started loading the airplane yet. Shit. My bad. That takes a few minutes to do. Alright, let's come down here to aircraft. Let's go back to import. Should be the same thing. Alright, so we can start refueling. So we have these icons down here. You know, gas, passengers, you know, luggage and all that. So let's click start fueling. Alright, that's complete. Let's click on passengers, start boarding.
Cabin crew, arm doors and test check.
Thank you. All right, very good. So that's all done. Fueling's complete. Oh, hang on a second. Let's see what... Alright, there we go. Alright, that's all done. Now let's come down here. This should be now... This should have info in it now. Yep. Fuel on board. That's all done. Click next. Alright. Let's go to... nav. There's nothing we need to do there right now. Performance. Nothing we need to do there. Data, tune, we can do tune later. Direct to VNav. So VNav will play with when we get up in altitude, but there's a couple of really cool things you can do with VNav in here. And yeah, we'll go over it. Same thing with performance. There's a couple of really cool things you can do with performance, you know, as well. So all right, let me look at one last thing here. Menu, performance. There's one feature I was looking for. All right, return. VNav. Data, message, fuel. Yeah, I'll have to open up the booklet when we get up in the air. There's a way that you can change the heading and put yourself like in a holding pattern from up here, but anyways, whatever. All right, that's all done. Let's go ahead and finish our checklist, get started, and we'll get out of here. There's one little button I'm forgetting about that gives us that feature, but it's all right. We'll figure it out. I'll open it up when we get in the air. All right, let's turn on this fuel pump here. Let's go to APU generator. All right, these two are done. Engine handles are fine. The ground test switch is down here, you know, if you really want to do it. All right, APU start. Let's click on the start button. Let's make sure everything is normal. Turn on APU air. APU packs. I'm going to put up our cabin pressure to 20,000, our altitude for 20,000 feet. Well, yeah, I'll put it at 20,000. I don't know if we're going to go that high, but it's safer to have it there. All right, landing gear. 3 green lights. MSW. Alright, that works. Alright, cabin lights. Cabin emergency lights, they're armed. Alright, we just did that. Alright, DC pumps. On. Alright. Alright, they come on, that's good. Alright, I got you, bitch. Come on. There we go. Alright, we can release the ground power unit now. I think the door is already closed too now. Yep. Alright, that's good. Alright, we gotta turn the yaw dampeners on. Flight deck emergency lights are right here. Let's arm those. The yaw dampener is right down here. Let's turn that on. Oxygen master over here. And then we got to turn the air on, which is right over here by Giga Chad. Giga Charles Chad. That's right over here. While we're over here, let's turn on the lights. Alright, panel lights. And then if you want to set the flight recorder, you can. It's right here. It's not digital or anything. It's just, you know, it's going to be on the checklist, but alright, let's see here. Departure briefing's complete. VHF and nav radios on. Let's get all of them turned on. We're just about ready to turn the engines on. Alright, so VHF nav is right here. Let's turn them on. Alright, they're on. Alright, comms are right here. Alright, that's all on. Brake pressure is right here. That looks good. All the hydraulics are off. Right here. Alright, fuel center transfer. Let's put that on auto. Ice detect, let's turn that on. Alright, fasten seatbelt signs. Fuel quantity we know is good. Flight data recorder we just went over. Altimeter set and cross-check. Let's go ahead and get our altimeter information here. Let's go home. Let's click on here. By the way, this does have the flight plan if you need it. And then we also have our, alright, so 2991. I'm not really going to pay attention to the altitude that it, so I think this thing's probably going to have us going to like 30,000 feet. Let me see here. Yeah, 29,000 feet, and then 11,000 by 31,000 and 19,000. So I think we'll cruise at 19,000 feet, and then go down after we pass the mountains. All right, altimeters are set and cross-checked. The MWS switch, that's this one here. We already did that. All right, speed bugs. Let's go ahead and do that. So for takeoff, it's right here. You click on that, they all change. This is for landing. All right. let's go ahead and get doors and equipment closed and removed. So let's remove the chocks. All right, let's start the engines. So beacon light on. That's back here. All right, packs and APU air off. So that's right here. Packs and APU air all off. Let's put on the anti-ice. TMS is off. That's right here. Let's go ahead and turn on the rest of the fuel pumps. They're right here. All right. Start power. All right. Start power is normal. So let's turn this to engine 4. Let's turn that on, and let's click this. We should have done engine 3 first. Damn it. Oh well, whatever. We can see this is starting to come alive. Let's go ahead and click on the fuel. Oh, they do have engine number 4 first. Never mind. Never mind. We're just going to do the same things for the rest of the engines. So this little icon here went away, so now we can put this on number 3. We got to turn this off and turn it back on again, and now for some reason you got to turn that button off and on again. I don't know why. I don't think it was always like that, but it's like that now. Yeah, that's an interesting camera angle. Oh, look at that, TBM. I think that's a TBM. Alright, that light went off, so now we can go to number 2. Off, on, and on. Hey, what up, bro? What's shaking? What's up? What's up, dude? What's up? There's an update that came out on this thing today, so I figured we'd give it a try. See if there's anything new. What's up, man? Did you have a good weekend? Alright, that light went off, so we can go number 1. Number 1 for the win. Off, on, and start. And now we'll wait for this to get up to about, 11, 10, 100, whatever. It's a simulator. I don't really think it's going to matter when you turn it on. Alright, fuel's on. Oh, that's beautiful, man. Man, that's a good weekend. I'm real good at sleeping. Like I like sleeping. That's for sure, man. Yeah, man. Oh, do I not have the BAE-146 manual in here? Don't tell me I gotta go online and get that bitch. Damn, I think I do, actually. I could have sworn I had that bitch on here. Damn! Alright. Alright, let's finish our checklist here. Alright, start power is on normal. Selector and master, let's turn them off. We could turn the anti-ice off. Let's turn on the generators again. Alright, brake fans are on auto. Hydraulics 2 and 3. AC pump and PTU on and on. Let's turn on all the heaters. That's right here. On. Alright, let's turn back on the APU air and the packs. Engineers off, we'll turn that on during takeoff. TMS, let's turn TMS on, that's right here. Click on the power button. And takeoff mode, or as they call it in when they automated checklist, they call it to mode. On to mode. Alright, transponder TARA. And taxi lights on. Brakes are fine before takeoff. Alright, let's go taxi out. We'll do our checklist out there. Let's turn on the wing lights. Logo lights. And that's a shame they don't have real people sitting there. Alright, let's turn off some lights here. Alright, very good. Let me see what these little checks are here for. Let me see here. Parking brake, flight record. Oh, that's normal shit. Huh. Maybe I'll try that. Because I have trouble sleeping sometimes, man, and maybe I'll give that a try. Alright, flaps 15. Alright, let's, hang on a second. Let's, put this one on something. Alright. I don't really think there's a reason to back up. We can just go forward and just turn around. I know, like, warm milk helps. Oh, let me turn the sound down a little bit. I know warm milk helps out. I didn't really think about just drinking regular milk. That's interesting. Yeah, because a lot of times, like, I'll get upstairs and I'm tired when I get upstairs. But then by the time I, like, lay down and actually get ready for sleep, I can't fall asleep. Then I'm up till, like, 3 in the morning. Man, don't tell me I don't have the booklet for this thing. That's impossible. Oh, you know what? That's right. It's not a whole booklet. It's just the navigation shit. Ah. What's the name of that bitch? Let's see if I can find it while I'm taxiing. DC-6, Concorde, Comanche, Chinook, Bronco, A310. It might be this right here, 146. There we go. Yeah, how do I get back to that heading mode? That's what I want to see. Whoa! Pilot's a little drunk. Jesus. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you just stop yourself, when you just, like, stop that shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that fucks you up bad. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, I've had my share of Xanax over the years, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we still have to put our nav on, our flight directors. We still got to put in our altitude. Like I said, I think I'll put in 15,000 because that should be enough for the mountains that we gotta go over. We're going from Bologna, Italy to.
Generic India Papa Foxtrot Hotel Lima requesting pushback.
Oh yeah, that's annoying. We got to turn the voices off now. It was okay until it wasn't okay, and now it's not okay. Assistance. Yeah, we're going from Bologna to somewhere in Bulgaria, but it's a real flight that Buzz Airlines flies. Just not this airplane anymore because this airplane doesn't exist. But it is a flight that took place earlier today. Yeah, I wasn't going to stream tonight, and then I don't know. I went upstairs, and I was like, fuck, I'll just do it. Especially with this new update that came out. I've been playing a lot with the Chinook helicopter, too, the last, like, day and a half. I've been getting pretty good at that thing. I'm almost ready to start doing missions with that, even before the new update comes out on that thing. I bought 2 new games today for like $8 on Xbox. Xbox is crazy, man. I get so many points for just playing games. Like every 2 or 3 months on Xbox, I get like a $10 gift card. I bought this one game. It's like Geometry Dash, but like I think it's better. It's a really cool game. The music is awesome. Like if you're a fan of like EDM or like BPM type music, house music, club music, man, this game is awesome. That's all they play. You're this spaceship, you're flying like on this laser, and the laser moves and shit, and you have to follow it to get the music to keep on playing. Then you have to go through different obstacles. You have to fight off like enemy aircraft and bombs and shit. It's called Aero, Aaero, and it was on sale for like $4 earlier today. I'll do that whenever I get like a gift card. I'll just go to the on sale items, and every once in a while one of these indie games comes out, and then like it looks awesome. All right, let's finish getting ourselves together here. All right, brakes are fine, flaps are fine, flight instruments. Let's put on our flight directors. Let's flip our nav right here to our nav. So it'll follow the flight plan. Let's do the same thing over here. For Giga Charles Chad, let's put on 16,000 feet. Well, we'll do 15,000. All right, so brakes, flaps. Let's check the flight instruments. Yep. flight directors. All right, trims. Let's go set those. All right, trims are set. Let's test the configuration. We're probably gonna have to take off the parking brake for this to work properly. But let's see here. Nope, we're okay. All right, continuous A and G. Let's put that on. Cabin secure.
Cabin crew, please take the seats for takeoff.
That's awesome.
Cabin is secure.
That's funny. I just saw what you wrote about the dozing off part. Yeah, that's funny. I told you it was like ASMR. All right, let's put the weather radar on. I think that's the right one. I can't get any closer to see, but I think that's the right one. All right, landing lights. All right, TMS is still on takeoff mode. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. All right. After takeoff, sync to TMS, engine air, and then APU. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and line up. Seats for landing, that's good. Let's go ahead and bring up our chart for takeoff. So we got departure. And what are we doing again? I think it's T something. This is Xbox. Xbox Series X. Alright, Luma 7X. It runs pretty good on the Xbox. Alright, that chart is 10.3A. So where's 10.3A? Oh, wrong. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Alright, 10.3A right here. Alright, very good. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Alright, let's get out of here. We already warned the cabin crew that we're going, so let's go line up and go take off. Parking brake's still on? Oh, parking brakes are still on. That's why we're not moving. It's usually something simple if we're not moving. Yep. Yeah, I've had the Series X now for, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months, and it's such a big difference between the Series S and the Series X, man. It's crazy how much better this is. Got all them teraflops going on, man. Got all 12 teraflops working. Yeah, the Series X is a nice machine, man. I've been really happy with this Series X. My son's got a PS5, and I was a big PS5 fan for a long time. And just PlayStation in general. Then I got the Series S, and that was okay. And then I got this one, and I was like, damn. We should land on an aircraft carrier. Maybe we'll try landing this on an aircraft carrier, like, maybe another night. Since we can land on any aircraft carrier now. Alright. Let's get out of here. Yep, there is a new Xbox coming soon. That's right. Yeah, that'd be nice. I was looking away. I was looking at the chat. Yeah, I think it is 2 terabytes. All right, gear up. Oh man, this plane is so much fun. It's one of my favorite planes in the game. All right, let me pause this for a second. Yeah, this plane, they've done a few updates on this thing, and they made it so much better than it was. It's a great plane. It's got a lot of features on. It's got features on, not a lot, but it's got features on it too that other airplanes don't have. With lighting in the back, the way the ground crew talks to each other, the way the stewardesses talk to the captain, like. All right, engine air on, APU air off. Packs are fine. All right, let's continue. Let's put our flaps up. All right, after we make this big ass turn, we're going to work on getting up to 250 knots, and that's going to be our climbing altitude. Hey, that's cool, man. I didn't know we're getting a new trailer, man. I'm ready, man. I'm ready for missions, multiplayer. I'm ready for it all. All right. So we're close to 250. Let's pitch down a little bit. There we go. All right, autopilot on. IAS mode and LNAV. We can arm the altitude. And we can now put this on MCT. And now let's finish our climb checklist. All right, altimeters are fine. All right, AC off, PTU off, and stop the APU. All right. And now we are good until 15,000 feet. We're gonna go to a lower altitude than what's recommended. But I want to stay close to the ground, so that's why we're doing that. Let me see if photogrammetry is on. I'd stick a lot lower than that, but there's mountains that are like 11,000 feet in the air. So I want to make sure that... Oh, it's already on. I want to make sure we don't clip them. I bet you that warning was for ice protection. You know, I don't know about the add-on thing. I might disagree with you on that. The Series X, I mean, I have 80 things downloaded. Now, granted, I don't use them all at one time. A lot of them are scenery and a lot of planes, but like, you know, I don't buy a lot of the scenery and lighting and things like that. Oh yeah, tree height. Yeah. That's funny. All right, we can turn landing lights off. And let's see here. We can turn off the wing lights. Logo lights. Let me see if I can find our airplane. We might not be on here anymore. Oh, there we are. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about the tree height stuff, man. I don't know why people buy that stuff. All right, let's bring up our next checklist here. And let's get the little guide out here. Let's pull this out. I mean, hey, if you enjoy it, don't worry about what Grease says. Grease is, you know, Grease likes vanilla. But man, if you're into it, man, it's all good. All right, noise abatement takeoff. All right, climb profile. Compare pressure. Use pitch. 1,000 feet to go call, confirm and acquire capture. All right, well, we're good with that. Let's go to, we'll leave our cruise profile up here. I'm surprised we don't need any ice protection. That's interesting. I thought we would, but boy, it is bumpy out here today. Yeah, this is a new livery for this airplane. Grease is a mad dictator. I'm surprised you didn't tell Jay to subscribe and leave a like and become a member and do all that in super chat. Like I thought you would have done that, Grease. I use the Velocity One. The Velocity One flight stick from Turtle Beach. It's a really good flight stick. I think I got it for $100 on Amazon. Yeah, I really wanted to get the bigger one that had like the levers you pull in and out and shit, but I couldn't afford like $300 or $400 for it. So this one is really good. Oh yeah, that's Frank's job. He was on here earlier, actually. He was on here for about 10 minutes earlier. All right, we're at cruising altitude. We got to adjust a couple of things so we don't overspeed. So let's pull the throttle back, first of all, because we're getting real close to overspeeding. And let's put this bitch in cruise mode. Target and sync to... So we go target mode, and then we click on sync, and then master. So this one here, now all the engines are going to sync their everything to engine number 1. Right, yeah, I didn't want to put your business out there and tell everybody that you spent $5,000 on add-ons. But yeah, no, this flight stick, it's very good. I've been able to use it for every kind of airplane, helicopters, everything. It's been really good. I've been very happy with it. All right, cruise summary. So we should be at... Well, usually around 250 is where I stay, 270. Now, this thing I was looking for earlier, let me see what speed we're at. Hang on. I don't want to fall out of the sky. So I think it's under... I think it's under performance. And then go to menu. No, maybe it's under VNav. Nope, not under VNav. Where did I see it at? Is it under... Oh, here we go, under nav. There we go. Yeah, that's right. We can set up procedure turns. in here holding fixes. It's crazy. Yeah, like we wanted to do one at like number 7. We just type in number 7, hit enter, and then we can choose what kind of holding pattern we want, what kind of entry. That shit is crazy. And then let's go back to nav again, and then heading. Right now we're on 56, I believe. Yep. We can program in what heading we want to go to next. Just type it in and hit enter, and it'll move you over automatically. We can intercept waypoints. Yeah, that is crazy, man. This is actually a pretty decent little system here. I do think we have a while though until we get to Bulgaria, though. I think this is a little bit of a stretch, this flight here. We'll have to go in the back and sit with the peoples in the back. Yeah. Your Medal of Honor. It's on the way. All right, let's increase our throttle a bit because we're starting to slow down a bit. Yeah, I got your Medal of Honor on the way. It's coming, bud. All right, let's go to map. Are you going to work tonight, Matt? There we go. There we go. Hey, buddy. There we go. Hey, buddy. Come on. Come on, Matt. You know, we could probably go standard pressure, actually. Let me see what the pressure rate is here. Let me see what it says here. We probably could have done that a while ago. Yeah, 6,000 feet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're good. All right, let's go standard pressure. Good thing we only have like 1 digit to go. All right, so we are leaving Italy and heading overseas. I don't know. I might put the HUD up for a little bit so I can sit in the modes outside and pay attention. Yeah, let me hang on a second. I know people don't like this too often, but let me put on the HUD outside so I can sit outside with the airplane and keep track of our oh, it's already on. All right. That's right. I had it on for the helicopter. Yeah, 'cause I want to be able to keep track of our speed. We don't have auto throttle on this thing. But yeah, once we cross into Bosnia, I think it's in Bosnia where we start crossing into big mountains. Yeah, Bosnia. I'm not sure what part of the world this is here. Maybe Croatia. Oh, no, it's still Bosnia-Herzegovina. Okay. So Bosnia, yeah, we got big old mountains in Bosnia. Yep, you're right. Yeah, they used to fly a lot of flights from, like, Northern California to Reno and Las Vegas, and... Yep, you were right about that, sir. And now it's just a iconic bunch of zeros and ones for Microsoft. It's very risky sitting outside like this on here because I don't know how fast we're going. Put on some. Can I activate the music now? Oh, I sure can. All right, let's put on a little bit of music. Oh, I can't activate the music though. All right, let's turn off the side cabin lights. Oh, I can't activate these here. All right. And that's interesting how some camera views will let you see the HUD and some won't. That's interesting. Yeah, we have no auto throttle, so I need to keep the HUD up so I can make sure we don't fall out of the sky. Yeah, the BAE-146 is one of my favorite airplanes in this game. That's actually not correct, I don't believe. Somebody can look it up and prove me wrong, but I believe Buzz is owned by Ryanair. I could have sworn that that was owned by Ryanair, not by, maybe at one point it was owned by KLM. Oh, gotta slow down. Why does the engines keep on... Hang on, I gotta go back in the cockpit and look at something. Because these engines keep on speeding up. And they shouldn't be doing that. Oh, ice detection. Shit. Maybe that's why they're not working right. Alright, so we got 10 miles to our next waypoint. Laban. And let me look at our arrival here. So we don't really have any set altitudes we need to be at. I was going to plug in an altitude here, but we don't really have any that we need to be at. Now this VNAV here, once we start descending, this will start activating here, and it'll give us a value here as well. I am cruising at about 15,000 feet lower than the flight plan, just so I can stay lower to the ground and look at it. Like, I get tired of cruising at 30, 40,000 feet in the air. I like being able to see everything. Oh, shit. We need to speed up a bit. I know we can't really see much now, but pretty soon we're going to be about 3,000 or 4,000 feet above ground when we start crossing over these mountains. Let me see here if we have a cruising speed. I think 250 is like our cruising speed. So intermediate cruise, VMO divided by 0.6. Oh no, we're at 0.67. We're in the 146-300. Alright, long range cruise, 240 knots. Yeah. Intermediate cruise. Yeah, I don't know what the VMO is though. It's probably like 300. I think it actually is 300. Let me see here. Yeah, it's close to 300. Wonder what 300 divided by 0.67 is. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me get out my handy dandy calculator. Alright, 300 divided by 0.67. Is that what that math said? Divided by 0.67, yeah. That's giving me a value of 447. Is that right? Divided by... Yeah, it is right. No, that can't be the right thing. I'll just keep on doing what I usually do, which is hover around 280. That always seems to get me there on time, and I don't run out of fuel. Alright, let me bring up the chart for our landing. So, arrival. Star, we have chart 10 2E. That's what I thought. I thought I read that earlier today about Ryanair. Yeah, the side of the airplane says... Thank you for confirming that. I appreciate that. Yeah, it says on the side of the airplane KLM UK, so... I thought that to be a little suspect when I saw that. Okay, I'll pull back on the throttle. Alright, 10 2E. Go outside until the buzzing goes off. I'm being so delicate with the levers too, and it's like it's so hard to stick at the right kind of speed, man. Alright, there's that. Can we start this thing? No, we can't. Alright, no worries. Wasn't sure if there's a way we could start, pick it up for later. Alright, aircraft, charts, map, stick here. So, I don't know what... Alright, Romania... I'm not sure what, I know we're getting ready to go into Bosnia. I'm not sure what this is right here when we cross into it. Yeah, so he says operated by KLM UK Limited. Let's see here. What part of area is this? Croatia. So that's where we're getting ready to cross into now. I don't know, this airplane had an update today, so after the update was done, whenever I update something, I always close out the simulator and then I relaunch it, just to make sure, you know, everything is fine. And I was going through the liveries, because I couldn't find any real info on it. I think this is the update that we got today on this, on Xbox. I think that's the one that Just Flight published like a month ago, like everywhere else. But I saw this livery, and I was like, oh, Buzz. I was like, I love yellow. I saw that yellow, I was like, let me find out more about Buzz. And I found a real flight that took place today, but it was with the 737. So I was like, well, let me recreate that thing with the mini 747 here. Yeah, if this thing had auto throttle, I wouldn't have this HUD up right now, but there's no way I'm going to do these kind of camera angles without knowing what speed I am, because I tried that once before, and yeah, the flight didn't last too long. We were nosediving pretty quickly. Not too familiar with Hughes Air West. Yeah, I'd imagine, I mean, there's only so many combinations, you know, these airplanes can really do, especially with how many companies there's been over the years. One of my favorite growing up was Eastern Airlines and Northwest. I used to love Northwest, man. I used to fly that up to Chicago every once in a while to go see my family. Eastern Airlines I used to fly on a lot when I was a kid, when I used to go down to Florida to see my aunt and uncle. But yeah, Hughes, I'm not familiar with Hughes. I'll tell you what, let me leave this thing like right here and just see what we top out at. See if we stick around 260, I'm okay with that. But if we start dipping below that, then I'm going to have to crank it back up again and just play with it and go forward and back most of the trip. We don't have a whole lot longer anyways, but... yeah, we should probably turn some music on, actually. Let me do that. Let's get to, here, I'll leave it there. Yeah, let's go in the back and turn some music on. Let's brew some coffee and turn some music on. Alright, let's put some music on. It'll run through the stations on its own. And let's turn off these side lights. They don't need those on the windows. Maybe we'll turn on the we'll turn on those lights. And coffee's already brewing. Let's brew it again. All right, very good. Giga Chad Charles, man, he's thirsty over here. Our Giga Chad co-pilot. He gets very thirsty. It's hard work. It's hard work being Chad. Alright, we're looking okay speed-wise. I think we can leave our... well, we got 116 miles. Oh. Yeah, we might have to go a little 2x speed. Alright, fuel's looking okay. Cabin pressure is looking okay. Outside air temperature, we can actually take off, we can actually deactivate all the anti-ice now that we're... and let's turn off the seat belts. Alright, very good. So that's all done. I think this is new. I don't remember there being two frequencies. Active pre. Let's see what it says here. Age inoperable. Huh. Yeah, I've never heard of Fuse. But it sounds like you got pretty good memories of them, so that's good. Fuel. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get to do a whole. I was born in the mid '70s, so I didn't get a chance to do a whole lot of traveling on some of the older airlines. Like I flew a whole lot on AirTran. A whole lot on United, you know, American, Delta, but mostly I flew a lot for AirTran when I used to have to fly all the time, because I live in Maryland, and AirTran would take me pretty much anywhere, any of the places I need to go for the business meetings I had to go to. AirTran, that was one of my favorite airplanes for a long time. It was so cheap to upgrade. it was like an extra $80 a ticket, and I mean it wasn't like first class. It was like kind of like a ghetto business class in a way. Like you just had a little more leg space and you got like better snacks. Other than that, you got on and off first. But yeah, I've flown quite a bit on United and American and Delta. And then, like I said, Eastern when I was a kid, when we used to go down to Florida. All right, here's the mountains that the map said were about 11,000 feet in the air. So once we pass those mountains and the VFR map says we can descend, I'm going to take us down to about 10,000 feet. Because I am sick and tired of flying at 30,000, 40,000 feet in the air. The ground is way too pretty in this game. I'm tired of looking at it like a postage stamp. I want to start. So a lot of these flights I've been doing lately, even in these kind of airplanes, I just been flying close to the ground. All right, we can actually go. Let's increase the speed of our sim a little bit. We'll do a little 2x speed on the sim. We got 89 miles to our next waypoint. Oh, that's cool. I thought you flew on them a lot, and that's cool that you saw them like that. Yeah, I live really close to BWI Airport and have all my life, and it's really cool seeing all the planes coming and going all day. It still amazes me how these things fly. Like, I understand a lot, the physics behind it and all that, but it's just amazing that these big pieces of aluminum and metal and rubber and wiring and, human bodies and all that, like, that they can generate that much power just forcing air through those engines. And then get up I mean, it's just amazing to me. Oops. All right, let's slow down again. And this thing does like to overspeed. Good lord. Alright, so we are looking at, yeah, about 10,000. Yeah, we could probably drop down to about 12,000 feet, actually. Where are we at? Let me see what's coming up next here. LTIB. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have all this programmed. Oh, yeah, LTIB. Oh yeah, we haven't even gotten to the tall mountains yet. All right, I'll leave it where it's at just in case. All right, let's go back and speed up a little bit. So I think we're over Bosnia, and I think that's where we're at right now. And we're flying to Bulgaria. To Sofia, Bulgaria. Nice. Get me to put my ASMR voice on for you. Would you like me to whisper so you can fall asleep, Grease? The microphone settings won't really allow me to whisper because it makes my voice the same volume no matter what I do. But, I can try it. You want me to bring up like an Amaranth video and just play it in the background for you? This ASMR is brought to you by Thoughts Are Us. Hey, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I would love to learn how to fly a real plane one day. I'm hoping that I can be able to make that happen at some point in my life. Yeah, that is awesome, man. Rand's S6. I'll have to check that out a little bit later. Once the desk I use for this, I also use for my work. So every night when I'm done doing this, I clean up everything, like put the wires away, pack everything up. So yeah, once I get settled in tonight, I'll go ahead and check out that video. That is cool. Oh shit, we gotta slow down. We cannot go fast into these turns. No, actually, I don't really think we're turning at all, actually. Oh yeah, we are a little bit. Just a couple degrees, but still. Yeah, I've always wanted to get a... Well, I've always been into flying. I haven't always wanted to get a pilot's license. I think like the last 10 years, I've really kind of wanted to get one. Once I started playing the flight simulators. You know, I started with X-Plane like a decade ago, and then Aerofly, and then now this. So what's like your favorite plane to fly? Is it the S6 that you have? Or like, is that the only plane that you have? Or like over your whole time flying, like what would you say would be like the most fun you've ever had, like flying a plane? Like, all right, that's funny. Yeah, Chicago's a cool city. I know they got their issues, you know, last few years, but my cousin worked in Chicago for about 20, maybe 25 years. I'd go up and see him like every couple of years. I'd go up for a week in the summer. We always had fun in Chicago. That was always a fun town. Great restaurants. I love the car dealerships, like in the middle of the city. Like I just thought that was like one of the coolest things. All right, we can actually speed up again, because we got quite a while to our next waypoint. We got another 100 and some miles, 109 miles. Renting, gotcha. I keep that in mind. But I mean, like, it's even as far as getting like the pilot's license and all that. Like, I just haven't had the time or the money to do that. I have full custody of 2 teenagers, and that eats up almost all my money. I've had full custody of those kids actually for 8 years now. So one just turned 18, and one's 15, so that takes up most of my money. If I can ever get them to be productive members of society and make their own way, then I'm definitely gonna, divert the money I was spending on them. I'm gonna divert that right to a pilot's license. I tell you what, let me do something with these engines. I'm wondering, I have this thing synced to engine number 1. I wonder if I deactivate that, I wonder if that'll change anything. I doubt it will, but you never know. Because I had it to where everything was going to be synced off the first engine, but it doesn't seem like they're doing that. Hey, look at all these hills. Soko Sport Airfield. Like, I've always wondered, like, when folks live out in these kind of areas, like where you're far away from like major cities, like, what do they do for, like, is it like a local town like Middle America where like they have like a local doctor, you know, some local businesses, some farms, you know, stuff like that, and it's just kind of localized? Or do they take like some sort of like bullet train, work from home? Like, always been curious about that, especially like when you live like in the Bavarian mountains, you know, or I wonder what they do. Like, it looks like a lot of farmland down here. And we should be passing Croatia pretty soon. I'm sorry, Sarajevo. Where is that at again? I think that's right here. Yeah, Sarajevo. That's coming up, actually. That actually might be the city we're getting ready to pass up here. Let me look at the VFR map. I think that is Sarajevo. Keb. Yep, that is Sarajevo. Oh, there we go. Now it says it. And then once we get past the next waypoint, we don't have too much farther left. Maybe a couple 100 miles, maybe. All right, let me go back and sync these engines again. All right, and our landing info is... So it looks like we got a decision height of 200. So that's fine. Looks like our frequency is 10950. And we had a course of 269. Damn. That went by fast. All right, that is working. Very good. Just wanted to make sure I didn't think it actually turned on in the beginning. It doesn't usually turn on when I use the mouse. Maybe they fixed that with the update. All right, 10950, 10950. Very good. We're getting ready to pull up on Remap. Oh no, not Remap. Mitno, I think. Is that what that says? Yep, Mitno. Alright, let's pull up our descent page. And then flip it around again. Alright, BNav. Nothing for tune. Alright, we got 15 miles to Mitno. So I would think once we get maybe about 50 miles outside of 40 miles outside of the next waypoint, we can start descending. Alright, I'm okay with this speed here. It looks like everything's good with the engines now. I'm not sure why they were so wonky earlier. Bzz. Bzz. She blinded me with science. Bow, bow. She blinded me with science. Gotcha. Yeah, Phoenix is great, man. That's God's country down there, man. Just, it does get super hot, but man, it's, yeah. I mean, if you like the sun and you never want to shovel snow again, that's definitely one of the places to go. That's for sure. I'm sure you had your fair share of that being in Chicago. It's weird, like the older I get, the less I like the cold weather. And the colder I get colder quicker now, which is weird. Like I remember like when I was a teenager and even in my 20s, like I could go outside in the middle of winter with like no shirt and shorts on and be perfectly fine. And now like I need to wear like I need to wear like long johns and like sweatpants and like 2 pairs of socks, a sweatshirt, a jacket, hat, gloves, like, and I'm still cold. It's crazy. All right, Nino Jew 64, TBM 900. All right, let's program in a little bit of a lower altitude. So the next set of mountains there looks like about 11,000 feet is going to be a comfortable altitude we can actually get down to. Oh no, I think 10,000 we should be okay. Well, I'll plug in 10.5 just to be safe. So let's plug in 10.5. And I like using IAS mode for descending in this plane. So what I typically do is I'll put the engines in descent mode, which is this button right here. I'll pull the throttle back so we can slow down a bit. RMD altitude. And then click IAS. And then drop the throttle a little bit more. And then now I use the throttle to keep us at, you know, a decent descent rate. And we're in no rush, so we can go like 1,000 feet, you know, per minute. There's no rush to get down to an altitude. We're only doing this so we can see the ground better. All right, let's bring up this map here. Sorry, this chart. Let me look at our approach and see what our like where we're supposed to change the barometer at. All right, 11.3A. Oh, that's not it. 11.3. All right, so we got, all right, 10,500 is our transition altitude. And 3,600 feet's our capture point. You have after takeoff, climb, descent. Okay. All right, very good. All right, let's go back to star. Oh, you know what? We can star these. I didn't realize that until just now. All right, let's put a star there. Yes, sir. What's up? What's up, Sarant? Sweerant. What's up, dude? All right, 10-2E. Alright, we should be okay at 10,500 feet. I'm looking at the map. We should be okay. Maybe I'll leave it, you know what, I'll leave it at 11,000. That'll make me feel a little better. Yeah, I had somebody message me in Discord today. One of the guys that you know, checked out this channel, and yeah, he was saying that he had a huge. He actually put the video on my Discord of the volcano going off. Man, that's crazy. Did a lot of people to evacuate? Did like a lot of the area get all burnt up, or is everything kind of okay? That's got to be scary as hell, man. I've never been in a situation like that. I have no idea what to do in a situation like that, but hopefully everything's okay. Oh, that was you. All right, well, hey, it's a different name. I didn't know. Yeah, hopefully everything's okay where you're at. Did like a lot of lava come out, or is there a lot of like ash in the air, or is it just was it just like, I don't know, is it like really dangerous right now, or is it kind of okay? That's got to be annoying. We get that too around here when we have like really bad thunderstorms and tornado warnings and all that. Like the emergency system goes off on our phones, and it's one of the most annoying beeps. Oh shit, we're at our altitude. No wonder. I was like, why aren't we descending anymore? Alright, target and sink. I'm glad you're okay, man. That's gotta be scary. Oops. Wow, 5 kilometers. Jesus. That's crazy. I was over in Austria and Germany. I think it was maybe 2010. I think it was maybe like January 2010, I think. And we, like 2 days after we left, there was a huge volcano that went off somewhere in Europe. But the cloud of ash was so big that it like shut down like all of Europe. Like there no flights. And I think it was for like a week or two. Like it was crazy. Like the airplanes just couldn't go through it. So I'm so glad that we got out when we did, because I was really not trying to stay in Germany for 2 weeks, especially with 2 small kids at home. And I was with my wife over there at the time too, so like, you know, our parents would have had to pull like, you know, 3 weeks of watching the kids. But man, that's good stuff. I'm glad you're okay. Alright, we got 30 miles. We can go a little faster than this. Let's go a little 2x speed. Ooh, maybe we'll do 1x. That rear end is shaking and shimmying. Sorry about the HUD being on, but there's no auto throttle in this airplane. And the only way I can keep track of everything when I'm outside the airplane is to have this up, so I apologize that, you know, it takes away from some of the realism. I've been told that it takes away from the realism, so I'm apologizing for it. I don't know if you care or not, but about the HUD being up, but just putting it out there. Man, this turbulence is wild, man, over these mountains. Alright, let's look at our descent checklist. I think we got to do PTU. Alright, so really just turn on PTU and make sure the pressurization is set. And the landing bugs. Then approach, we need to start turning on more shit. APU, brake fans, radio altitude, and then landing, that's when we switch to air, I think. Yeah, AC pump to auto, APU packs in air, and engine air, right, okay. I think it was mostly Europe. It was like France, Germany, Poland, Italy, Austria, Switzerland. Like it was like almost all of like Central Europe. Yeah, I mean, if I can afford it, I'll definitely get one. I have a few other things I'd like to get first. Well, one other thing I'd like to get first before a PC, but I don't know. I mean, I've gone this long without having a gaming PC. I I don't know. I might make it my whole life without having one. I know I'm missing out on some things, but you know, I just I guess maybe when I'm not so financially responsible for my two kids, you know, I'll have the extra money at that point. Or if work really picks up, which it could. You know, it's been getting better, so yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested in getting one. I haven't had the money to get a good one. And if I'm gonna do it, I want to make sure I get a good one. I don't want to get just one that's okay. Like if I'm gonna get a PC, I want to make sure like it does the job. You know, high graphics or ultra, like, you know, I don't want to spend thousands of dollars on a PC and, you know, have a shitty frame rate and, you know, pixelated graphics and... Alright, so we should be heading... Is this for a map that we're getting to? It sure is. We could actually start descending further now. Actually, not much farther. I think it might be safe to stay where we're at, actually. I'm looking at some of the mountaintops where we're passing. It looks like... Hey, that'd be cool, man. You should take some pictures, put them on Discord when you're done. That'd be cool. But yeah, like one of the guys that pops in here periodically was talking about, you know, upgrading some of his equipment. I mean, it's like, you know, thousands of dollars for a new graphics processor and, you know, motherboard and I'm thinking, man, like, that's a lot of money. Like, you know, I could buy like, you know, I could buy so many airplanes on here. I could buy, you know, another PS5. Like, I mean, like, there's, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't play games enough anymore to really, outside of this game and a couple other games, like, I don't know. I just haven't really seen the value in it, and I just haven't had the money either. That's been the biggest showstopper right there, is not having the money for it. Alright, I think Msfs is our next waypoint, and if that's the case, that is our transition for our arrival. Yep, Msfs. Okay. So, Msfs, we need to be at... Sure. It makes sense. No rush on my end. I'm not going anywhere. Not unless the man upstairs got other plans for me. Yeah, see, 9,600 is that top right there, so... I think I'm going to stick at 11,000 where we're at. But I don't know if getting too close is going to really alter the plane. You know, it could make it way bumpier than it should be. Really bright in here. Why is it so bright? Alright, those are those lights. Yeah, man, it was good catching up with you for a few minutes. I hope everything settles down with the volcano and, you know, it doesn't get worse. But yeah, I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you. Appreciate it. You too. Yeah, why is it so bright in here? Like, I don't have floodlights on. Or do I? Bum, bum, bum. Dimmer panel. No, I don't. And he doesn't have floodlights on. I guess it's just how it is. Yeah, these lights are on. Where the hell did these lights come from? I wonder if they're from out front. Yeah, where are those floodlights from? No, I don't think they're from out front. It's got to be something over here. I must have clicked on something. I don't think I clicked on anything. That's the glare shield. All right, these are armed. It's none of those. Oh, you know what? I turned on emergency lights earlier. I bet you that's what it is. Oh, let's turn on the lights for our passengers. I bet you that's what it is. Let me turn off the emergency lights. Bet you that's what it was. All right, let's put on the side sill lights for the peoples. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, we'll turn off the other big ones so you guys can go back to sleep. And is the music not on? You guys want some music? Do you guys want some music? Hey, music's playing. We just can't hear it because of the engines. All right, let's see. Nope, that light is still on. But I must have not turned it off. Let's see here. Emergency lights were somewhere around here, I think. Oh yeah, there you go. On and off right here. Alright, so one of the emergency lights. I don't know, maybe that's just how it is. I didn't think that's how it was. I thought it was, you could make it much darker, but I guess not. What about you, Chad? You know where these light switches are? Them fuckers are bright, man. Golly. Are they back here? Nope. That's a speaker. That's air. I got no clue. Oh well. Fuck it, it is what it is. Yep, I don't see anything to click on to turn them off. That's wild. I mean, usually you can turn those kind of lights off. They are really bright. Oh, wait a minute. Did I... No, I think I just went through this. This is not it. That's the floodlight for the console. That's forward console. Yeah, that's got nothing to do with it. Oh well. Alright, let's look at our descent summary here. So, alright, these are just checklists. Minimum N2 for air conditioning, 65%. Alright, that's fine. Increase by 5 nautical miles per 20 knot tailwind, decrease by 5 for headwind, okay. Cross-track altimeters at least every 10,000 feet, that's fine. That's fine. In altitude acquired, we do not use pitch switch, that is true. Use sync, that's fine. Radio altitude and now it's 2,500 feet, alright. Let me see if I can pull up the airport yet. Nope, that's not it. Where am I going? LBSF. Nope, not yet. Yep, not yet. What does that say there? Oil pressure, flaps, gear. That's interesting. I wonder if, no, that's not it. Oh well. That's weird, weird, weird. It's weird arming them turns them on. Or at least turns that one light on. Alright, let's reduce our cabin altitude. Getting ready to pull up on our arrival. The next waypoint is Msfs. That's right outside the city of Kalatina. We're going to head to the southeast once we get to Msfs, and that's the beginning of our arrival. We're going to fly south of the airport, come around and make a big U, and hopefully land it the first time. And we are in 2x speed. Let's see what the METAR is where we're going. Oh, I wonder, do I need to plug anything in for landing? I don't think I do, but let me double check. Doesn't look like it. All right, so we're looking at same pressure, 2991. All right. Now we can click this when we get ready for landing. We can also click the cabin call button. That should do the same thing. It does for takeoff, so it should be the same here as well. Glad I did this flight tonight, man. This is fun. I mean, I could be sleeping right now, but I can sleep when I'm done. I can sleep when I'm done. Yay, yay. Yo, look at the mountains. Like, for real? Those mountains are, like, totally killer. Like, Bosnia and Herzegovina is, like, super killer. That exit sign over there, it's like for real killer. Yeah. Oh yeah, no smoking. That'd be something if those lights are on because of the toilet sign in the front. I wonder if that's got anything to do with the toilet lights. I doubt it, but you never know. Front. What does that say? Front something? Cabin door? These must be for doors. I was playing with these switches earlier. They didn't do anything. I don't know what they do. It says for reading lights, but I didn't... I mean, you can't turn on and off the reading lights, at least not to my knowledge, so... Hello, Captain. It's like for real killer in the back here. Whoa. Let's slow down a little bit. I had us up at 1x speed. Let's slow down now. We got some turbulence. I think we're good. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000. Yeah, we're okay. Let's see here. Tick-tock. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Actually, are we going too slow, actually? Let me see here. On 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000. Oh yeah, that's too fast. One 1000. All right, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000. That seems too slow. 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. No, you tell you what. Let me get my phone out and put a stopwatch on and look at this. I think I'm at the right speed right now. I think. All right, clock. Look how big my clock is. All right, stopwatch. All right, 1 1000, 2 1000. All right, stop. Reset. We might be slow. All right, let's go this. All right, that's the correct speed right here. Yep. All right, very good. All right, we should be getting ready to pull up on our arrival here. Our plane should be showing up here any moment. We have 9,000, 8,000. Alright, so we can actually get down to about 9,000 now, it looks like. Oh, 9,600. Alright, so let's do that. Let's put this down to 9,600. Let's put this in descent mode here. Let's reduce our thrusters a bit. Arm and go IAS. And what does our descent checklist say to do again? Alright, PTU and landing bugs. Okay. So let's put on the PTU. And let's do the landing bugs. They are over here. All right, very good. All right, glide scope stickers showed up. That's good. Let's put our landing lights on. Seatbelt signs on. Put our wing lights on, logo lights. Alright, we're about leveled off. I don't know why our airplane hasn't shown up here yet. Oh well, it will. Alright, FS12. FS12, I think that's still 9,600. Yep, and then after we get there, we can get down to 8,000. And that's where we'll stay until we make this turn here. Oh, that's at 4,500. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. I mean, that's kind of a steep kind of descent, though. Well, it's the same thing here, too, I guess. Well, no, that's 6,000 feet. We're probably better off changing our flight plan, actually, and doing Rubiv. All right, there's our plane there. Let's change our flight plan a little bit. Let's put in Rubiv. Because going from 8,000 to 4,500 feet in the matter of 5 miles, that's not going to work. I'd rather go out a little bit farther, another 15 miles. All right, let's do Rubiv, 4 hour. That's weird. I'll spin a ghost. All right, let's push the menu button. Let's go to arrive. We're still doing 27, so that's number 2. There, enter. We're still doing the same approach. That's number 5. We're still doing 3. And now we're going to do Rubiv. So number 1 this time. Let's go back to flight plan. Alright, now that should take us out. SB11, SP6, SB9. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see. Nope. Acre, Rubiv, Bagbip. All right, so we'll probably just. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do our own thing. We'll just follow the map here. We'll go into heading mode. I guess we can actually do that now. Let's program in 126. Let's go to nav. Let's do 126. And let's do change heading. Let's do enter. And we're gonna go ahead, let's go ahead and switch this from our nav to this nav. And let's do heading mode. (126), enter. All right, I don't think that did 126. And that should change it to 126. There we go. So Lizzie got to push it twice. Oh shit. Let's pause real quick. What do we got to do now? Go in a heading of 90. How come it's not changing it? It should be changing it on its own, but doesn't look like it is, so we'll change it ourselves. That's what that system's supposed to do. You're supposed to be able to plug in the heading that you want, and then you should be able to hit enter, and then it should do it for you. Oh, unless you gotta go... Maybe I gotta get out of that window. Alright, let's try this now. I've never used this feature before, so... Alright, let's get down to 8,000 feet. And we need to get down to about 210 knots as well, so let's slow down a bit. Alright, let's arm the altitude. Let's go IAS. Alright, I don't know if that feature works on this plane. It looks like it's good in theory, but I'll have to read about it again. I can't see... It doesn't look like I'm doing it wrong. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Actually, let me put it on pause real quick. Let me read about it real quick. I have it already pulled up. Okay, climb, heading. Okay, maneuver. Does it say what to do? Oh, that's procedures there. All right, navigation page. All right, to, from, headwind, heading page. Okay. So heading, the FMS will follow the assigned heading until manually changed or canceled. The heading in the FMC can use, still in LNAV, the new heading can be entered using the alphanumeric keys. Confirm with enter. When a new heading is confirmed, the FMC assumes the shortest direction of turn and begins flying that heading. Oh, while LNAV is still engaged. Ah. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Well, that's a whole horse of another color. I guess that makes sense. All right, what's our flap speeds? 200 is the first setting. Okay. All right, we can take you out of RNAV also. And we got to go 360 and then 270, and then we can pick up the ILS. All right, so altitude, let's slow down a bit more. Let's program in 6,000. Let's get down a little bit lower in speed. So we got a max of 210 here. All right, very good. Let's arm this. Let's do IAS. Let's get down to about 6,000. We'll get ready to make our turn on a 360 heading. The pressure is 2991. And then once we make this turn, we'll go ahead and do our approach checklist. We just set the altimeters. We got to turn the APU back on, it looks like. And we got to let the cabin crew know as well. And we can do that two ways. We can do it on the the airplane tab here in the tablet, or we can just push the... Should be able to push the cabin call button. Oh yeah, we ever did contact the ATC. Oh, what are we landing at? LBSF. No way. I can't believe that airport's not listed in here. Oh, Sophia Center right here. I turned the volume off. All right, let's turn to 360. My volume's so low on this thing right now. All right, approach checklist is APU and warning the cabin, right? So let's turn the APU back on. Let's warn the cabin. We gotta get, oh, we gotta pass 6,000 first. All right, that's fine. All right, let's work on capturing this localizer. Got to stay at 6,000. Flaps 24. Hang on a second. Let me look at this real quick. All right, 210. Flaps 18 is 160. Gear down. The approach. So VREF +5. Well, I don't know what VREF is. I'm guessing it's about 130-ish. All right, let's arm the localizer. Slow down a little bit. Looks like 140 might be our... Yeah, I said about 130. So about 130, 140, somewhere in that area for landing speed. All right, VOR is active. We're working on grabbing that. When the flag shows up, we'll push on approach. All right, let's tune in 4,500 because that's our next altitude. Once we pass that, let's go to our arrival. I'm sorry, our approach. We actually got 4,100. Let's do that. Once we pass this next waypoint, then we'll go down to 4,100. Let's start slowing down. I can actually see the runway in front of us. Alright, let's start descending. Oh, hang on a second. Let's click altitude, and let's click on glide slope. We're getting ready to capture the glide slope. Alright, AC pump on, and switch the airs. That's it. And then TMS has got to be... Alright, glide slope's captured, it looks like. Secure. Set for landing. Lights, we're already on. Okay, AC pump and airframe. Alright. So let's turn on the AC pump. Auto there. Let's turn off the engine air. Let's put on APU air. And let's set that for takeoff. Well, whatever. Alright, let's pull back on our throttle. We can start putting some flaps down. Alright, let's put some flaps into play. Let's put our gear down. More flaps. All right, flaps full. No auto throttle makes it tough to sit outside like this when you're landing. Alright, let's disconnect the autopilot. Fly it manually now. Man, using a flight stick makes things so much different than just using my thumb to land.
Plus 100. Minimums. Glide slope.
I know, buddy. We're okay, buddy.
$50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
That wasn't good. That's right, there's no reversers on this thing. Alright, very good. We made it. That was a long flight. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's look and see if there's anything new in the market real quick that's worth looking at, and then I'm going to end tonight's episode, and then I'll probably be back tomorrow night, maybe. Maybe, we'll see. Maybe not. Alright, that's all done. Let's see here. Marketplace. Yeah, I don't see anything new. Nope, nothing worth getting. Anything change in my wish list yet? Actually, I can remove this. I'm not getting that plane. No, nothing really. Everything's still everything. This I might wind up getting in the next couple of days. I'm really thinking about that, but I'm not 100% sold on this company, though. I have a plane from them right now, and it's not... The interior is not great. I'm not a big fan of the interior. The plane flies pretty nice, but, like, I'm not... Like, a lot of the switches don't work. I don't know. Alright, that's about it. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell, leave a comment, leave a super chat. I love donations. That's a wonderful nation of donation. Become a member. That way you can be a part of the Aviation Nation. Be a part of the All About Aviation family. So that's it, my friends. I will see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. Take care. And it'll probably be tomorrow night. But if it's not, it'll be Wednesday. See you then, my friends. Have fun flying over the beautiful skies of Mother Earth.